Who are you? Really, the identity pitfall to becoming who you want. As simple as it sounds, this is a question many fail in their attempt to answer because it is often misunderstood. At face value, the question is pretty straightforward. However, the more you think about it, the more open to interpretation the question appears to be. Apart from the obvious observations like your being a human being and your race and gender, which are more of a general form of identification, the more tricky bit is your identification as an individual. The persona, the person, the one you're referring to when you say the words I am. Quote, a wise man once said, our inner perception of ourselves is often an illusion. I mean, how clear is a perspective cloaked in self-deception and justification? Are you a collection of thoughts, ideas, and virtues? Are you a set of goals you're striving towards, or a set of targets you aspire to achieve and conquer in the future? Are you an imitation trying to mirror someone else, or have you surrendered to the process of becoming and are just a stowaway watching life go by? In most cases, when confronted with the identity question, we are immediately flooded with some beliefs and perspectives, like the feeling of being special and different, being the smartest person, or even being the one revolutionary that'll save civilization, or in some cases negative beliefs, such as being cursed or doomed to fail. Take a second to really ponder the question. Now, assuming any of the above is the case, consider this. What is happening at this moment, right now? You are alive and on a journey to whatever route you've chosen from the multiple paths we've laid out. Meaning whatever you're becoming, you're not it, at least not yet, so it is not accurate to say it is who you are. Subsequently, what happens when you fall short and miss the target? You don't just disappear or cease to exist when that happens, do you? On the other hand, what happens when you succeed and become that which you have strived for, achieving those targets you set, or those virtues and ideals you seek? For instance, i.e. becoming a successful billionaire, a doctor, a family man, a monk, or the savior of society, a revolutionary, depending on what you set out to become from the onset. What happens then? Similarly, at the climax, you don't just disappear or cease to exist. I say all this to really bring the gravity of the question, who are you, to your attention. Simply saying I am this or that is the wrong way to answer the question. Who you are is much more layered and deep, and more importantly, it is a continuous process of becoming. This is a process that, in most cases, requires a reflection on accumulated years of existence and achievements, or the lack thereof, coupled with the trials you go through in life and your reaction to those obstacles. To answer the question of who you are, reflecting on all these factors is necessary to realize the person you are. Quote, most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation. Oscar Wilde. And if at the beginning of the video, you felt confident and certain that you knew who you were the moment you read the question, who are you? That feeling was your passion and belief talking. They're both very powerful influences that give you a feeling of certainty, regardless of the facts present in your reality. Regardless of where you are on the path, regardless of how far off course you are, the moment you tap into those influences, you feel you're already at the destination. It is important to note that other influences such as the ego, drugs, and alcohol also have that effect. That feeling of certainty that you know who you are regardless of the facts is a natural human reaction because you inherently can become whatever you want, but capacity and actuality are not the same thing. In reality, even though it is a possibility, you have to work for it to actualize it. The natural law is that of cause and effect. You become what you create, not what you want. You reap what you sow. Another important blind spot to consider in the process of becoming is how much control we actually have of ourselves. Naturally, you might dismiss this question as crazy. I mean, who else would control you if not you? Well, maybe your parents when you were little, or that one toxic relationship you had to cut off. I digress. Transformation and becoming require a certain level of self-control and conscious effort because of the way the human experience is structured. We operate in two modes simultaneously. The conscious and subconscious mind interplay with both mind states alternating back and forth and equally affecting your reality to form the whole picture. Quote, how can a man be certain he's in charge? When he can only control his conscious mind, how can he know the whole story? When he is only present for half of it? How much of the subconscious stays in the dark without the light that awareness brings? Mo. Unfortunately, as human beings, at least the majority of us can only control our conscious moments, and the subconscious is sort of like an autopilot drawing instructions from deep inside the mind. However, Both states are powerful enough to completely consume a person's experience, time, and energy. The only difference is we lose awareness when the subconscious mind takes charge. We all, at least most of us, have an idea of who we want to be. However, to become that, you have to go through the process of becoming rigorously, consistently, and consciously. The process of becoming the person you want to be is like growing a plant. Firstly, you have to find fertile ground to plant the seed, which is akin to having a clear mind and intention, and also making a conscious and deliberate declaration to yourself. This is so the idea is engraved in both your conscious and subconscious mind. You need to choose a path and tell yourself, this is who I want to become. This is who I am going to become, and mean it. Then follow it up with consistent action because, like the seed you plant, you need to water it consistently for the plant to grow. More importantly, regardless of how much the plant grows, if you stop watering it, it will dry up and wither away. Subsequently, the same faith lies in waiting for whoever dares to become something. Meaning, the process of becoming can be delayed, derailed, and even destroyed when you stop making the conscious effort, just like the tree when you stop watering it. In the journey of becoming, you need to develop 3 essential qualities: commitment, hard work, and consistency. It is important to remember it is not instantaneous but rather a continuous process. Life is like magic, but you're not a magician, at least not yet, and even simple tricks require practice.